Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're doing my sample only project pan finale. You guys know this was planning to be like a 1 week project to see how many I could figure out. Maybe it was 2 weeks initially, I forget. But I've extended it. It's now been about a month-ish and I did a really good job finally using up my samples. I extended it because I was a bit slow on the upstart. But I'm really excited to show you my empties. You will not see these, by the way, in my makeup rehab. I got that question, and I didn't pay for samples. I don't ever pay for samples. That's not something that I pay for. I don't do Birchbox anymore. I don't do Ipsy anymore. I used to do both of those, and I decided I just had too much. So these are just samples I got for free from Sephora orders or Ulta orders, or ones that it's not past. I still work at Ulta Beauty, so I get some samples there sometimes from representatives from different brands just to test out and see what I like. And out of the 16 original products, I did so good. I used up 12 of them. What? Oh my goodness. And you guys know I said in that last video that if I was going to finish up one category, I'd move on to other samples. So there are a couple samples that I used in addition to that weren't my original one, but I showed you in the last video, and I'm really excited. There is one that I did hope I was going to finish, but I was using other lip products, and that is neither here nor there. It's just the reality of it, right? And that is actually what I've got on my lips right now. This is the one that I did pretty good on, but not the best. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution and Kissing Lipstick Sampler Set. I have used up these two right here. Those two are both gone for the Matte Revolution. I currently have on Red Carpet Red, which I actually think is a fantastic shade. Not super opaque. I don't know if it's because I applied it with my fingers or what's going on with that, but just not super opaque. And then the other 5 are brand new. Didn't even get a chance to open them. What I thought was really interesting is there's about 3 uses per each of these samples. So I still used it. I used it, I think, 8 times, but it wasn't enough to finish. So, I kind of thought there'd only be 1 use in each sample, but I guess I'm pleased. It gives you a little bit more bang for your buck. I'm not a huge fan of lipstick samples. It's not one I think I'll go out of my way to find again. I find them actually kind of annoying to put on. I'd much rather have a mini lipstick than something like that where I have to use a lip brush or my finger to apply. It's just not my jam. The ones I did not use, although I don't know why. I'm just so lazy with masking right now. I did use one of the gold masks, but it came in a 2-parter. This is a Luxus mask with gold. It's from Germany, as you can tell, it's written in German. I used up one, not the other. I actually did pay for this one. This is a mask you buy at the drugstore, but I'm still not putting in my empties because I don't want to hold off a dirty mask like this. But I don't know, it says gold, champagne, caviar, and pearls. It was a really almost gel consistency with gold flecks in it. It was very hydrating. I didn't see a difference on my skin. I never do with gold masks though. My skin doesn't seem to love that gold life. I also didn't use the Biore pore strip. I've been really lucky lately. I haven't had very many breakouts lately, and I don't know what that is. I was breaking out from my masking. It might be this new skincare regimen that I've been doing, and I feel pretty good about it. I'm about to use up some of it though, so that will change soon. I don't know. I feel my skin looks really good, but I just haven't needed to use for a nose mask. I don't have anything in my nose right now, which I guess is good. So, didn't need that one. And then the Tarte Skincare Tight and Bright Clay Multi-Mask. This is the second freaking time I put this in a project. The second time I haven't used it. And it should be really simple, right? Clay on one side, gel mask on the other side. You could either put I don't know. I guess I should just use them separately, because to me I don't really want to dual mask. I don't want to put clay on one side and I don't want to put gel on the other side. I just would rather have it work out correctly. I'm sorry the lighting keeps changing. It's just a gray day outside. You can see I'm wearing my sexy Carhartt jacket inside because my house is freezing cold, because that's the way my husband likes it, and I figure I can put on more clothes than he can take off. So I wear a coat inside and he runs around in shorts and a t-shirt. Things none of us need to see in life, right? Well, especially not the neighbors. So out of the 16 original, I used up 12. I showed you a bunch of them already. I initially showed you 5 of them, so let's show you the other 7 that I used up. First and foremost, I've got the Kakadu C Brightening Daily Cleanser by DermaDoctor. Wasn't like the biggest fan of this actually. I love DermaDoctor products, you know, I swear by her Kakadu oil, but this just wasn't like the best thing I've ever tried before. It did a pretty good job taking off my makeup, but it wasn't like amazing. This is the Anthony Glycolic Facial Cleanser. I've used this before. I had a sample of it that actually was like a bottle. It's not my favorite. I don't go out of my way to find it, but somehow I just keep getting it. Like, it must be one of those brands that always gives out samples. This is the Mario Badescu Peptide Renewal Cream. There's about 3 uses in here. It was pretty good. My skin reacts a little bit better to vitamin C than peptides. It's just a personal preference with me. I thought it was nice and creamy though. I thought it felt really nice. I also don't tend to buy from Mario Badescu because there are fragrances in it. Not that that's the worst thing in the world, but it just wasn't my jam at the moment. This is the Ceramide Herbal Eye Cream by Mario Badescu, another one that I used up. This took forever to use. There was probably 2 weeks worth of product in here. I'm not even exaggerating, probably 2 weeks. You needed only a little bit. It was this really thick cream that when you applied it around your eyes, it kind of like melted in, and you couldn't apply this in the morning. Because if you did, your makeup would just smear. Like, your makeup would not stick if you did on like the upper lid. It was so creamy. Like, it was almost a balm texture where, you know, like it's so like thick, and then when you add heat to it, it like melts away. But I will say this, my eyes feel very, very hydrated. Like, I feel pretty good about that. I ended up, because I knew I was filming this video today, ended up just finishing it, and I rubbed it all over my face. And it feels pretty good. I am not wearing, by the way, if you see, I'm not wearing any makeup other than the lipstick. I kind of wanted, most of this was skincare, so I kind of wanted to show you my face. I don't know if you can see a difference between before and after. I know that, like, I'm filming on my laptop, so you don't get to see, like, the most things, but I think my skin looks pretty good. And I do think this eye cream was part of it. Again, I probably won't go out of my way to purchase it because it's Mario Badescu, but if you're looking for a good ceramide herbal eye cream, check it out. If you can get a sample of it, I think it's great. I have no complaints about that one. Okay. Let's talk about this mask for a second. This is the K-Bella Professional Repairing Charcoal Mud Mask. Okay, it's supposed to be for troublesome skin. Alright. I read the back of this, and it says it's supposed to protect acne-prone skin by drawing out oil and dirt from clogged pores. Then the menthol works alongside to tighten pores and protect the skin, whilst also providing a refreshing sensation. Okay. I put this on. It does come out like a dark gray, like a charcoal gray. You apply it all over your face. The first thing I felt was an intense burn. Like, hot. Like, so hot. I actually saw around my forehead later that day, like this red mark where the mask was, and you can see it because my part like goes back, right? And so, oh my gosh, it was so hot. And I took Snapchat, and I was like laughing. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. As soon as that heat hit me, I smelled the menthol, which smells like peppermint. It's like this burning peppermint sensation, and then probably after 10 minutes, it went so cold on my face. It was like hot, then freezing cold, and I think that's what it's supposed to do. Because it says, cleanse your face with warm water, then apply the mask, wait 15 minutes, and then rinse off with warm water. I don't know, you guys. This, if you like a really unique heating sensation, and I've tried heat masks before. Like, I have another one that was from South Korea, and it was really cool because it did just heat up, but it didn't have that cold afterwards. It almost felt like, yes, I'm pulling it out, I'm hot, 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 sweating, 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 freeze to bring those pores back down, and that's not even the way pores work, but like, wow. So if that sounds interesting to you, try K-Bella. I didn't see any difference with my skin, but I'm also not acne prone. I thought it was the most unique mask I have tried in a very long time. And that includes the bubble masks, which also tickle your nose, which I feel like are a unique sensation. This one, though, really just took the cake. Like, I wasn't expecting that on a Tuesday morning. Like, really just woke you up. All right. Oh, here's the gold mask I finished. I did keep the packaging of it. Cool. All right. Now that you've seen that, I did finish a few other samples. First and foremost, oh, I also finished the Clinique ID. What? Look at that. So this is one that you're supposed to squeeze the orange into the white and kind of like shift it around and get it all connected. It's a jelly in here. I don't like this jelly cleanser or jelly moisturizer. It's not my thing. Like, I don't really love that jelly texture on my face. I've just learned, like, I've kind of learned that jelly is not for me. I know. It was okay. It wasn't great. I definitely not go out of my way to repurchase it. I think if you love Clinique, you love Clinique. Like, they just have, like, people who just love their stuff. I have never really been in love with any of their stuff. Well, that's actually not true. I really like their chubby balms, don't I? Their chubby stick balms, those lipsticks, those are really good. But in terms of like other products, like the Cheek Pop blushes, I have one and I haven't used it in like 4 years. So, you know, don't hate me. All right, the other things that I did finish, there are ones that I showed you as a possibility to bring in. One was this foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF foundation. This is like their staple. I tried it in both shades actually, N3 and C35. These were actually pretty cool, like, foundations for me to try. I never tried this one before. N5 definitely matched me a little bit better. But I love the fact that they had one full use in actually all of these, which was so cool that they'd give you something to actually like take your entire face. I was thinking like, oh, I'll have to mix this, but nope, didn't have to mix that with anything. It was great. I wore it to Ulta and I asked my coworkers what they thought of it, and they said, oh, that actually looks really nice. It looks very skin-like. Now, to me, it looked a little heavy, but it is a full coverage foundation. So the fact that they said it looks skin-like means it's a full coverage foundation, but it's pretty natural. And that, I think, is really key when coming to foundation. You don't want it to look like a mask. You want it to feel and look like your skin. So that was really good. I am glad I tried it. I wouldn't be repurchasing it, but I think it's personal preference on my part. Like, I really am super glad that I tried it. And I'm a little sorry they didn't like it a little bit better, but I really do like my Tint Idol from Lancome. Like, that's my ideal. It's still full coverage. It still looks natural. But for me, it has a little less coverage than that MAC one does. The last thing I used up was a twofer. This is another Clinique product. This is the Clinique Fresh Press System with Pure Vitamin C. In here, there was a cleanser and the Fresh Pressed Daily Booster with Pure Vitamin C. This is what it looks like. You can't tell what it looks like, but this is what the moisturizer came in right here. It was like a little pot again. You push this. It had like a gel. You mixed it around to get the vitamin C nice and fresh in there. I don't know. It was more like a serum, like a very, very thin, watery serum that I put all over my face. It was okay. You definitely need a hydrator after it, like a moisturizer. I did feel like if I just used the serum, it probably would have dried me out a little bit. The cleanser was nice. I don't think it was anything special, but I thought it was good. It wasn't like I'd go one way or the other on it. But yeah, those were the products I ended up using. I'm really excited with how successful this project was, how many samples I get out. Like, I got this pile here and I'm so excited to throw these all away. I wish I'd done this before I left for Germany, because like, look at this pile. This is just like stuff I brought with me that's just trash. And I'm excited that the new year is starting off with a bang and I get the trash out of my life and I got to try some new products. The only one that really, you know, like I loved was that high moisturizer. So I'll definitely be looking into that. I found where it's purchased. You guys saw it in the last video. I have more moisturizers to use up before I go back to that one, which is kind of a bummer, so I hope I remember about it. But thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy panning, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This is Julie from the future. Hey, I realized I forgot to sample because it was still in my bathroom because there's a single use left. I'm calling it still an empty though because I only have one use left and I'll use it tonight. This is the Laneige sleeping mask. Boom, bada bing. You can see there. That is all I've got left in it. It's probably less than a single use, but I did want to share it with you because I'm calling it an empty and I'm so excited. There's so many empties. Yes to trash. All right, bye.